My name is Fabio, and with SEADS we are developing the most effective solution to collect the plastic in river and save the ocean. 10 million tons of plastic are entering the ocean every year, and this is one truck of plastic every minute. And this quantity will increase 4 times by 2050. And by then, there will be more plastic than fish in the ocean. Plastic now spread across the whole globe and reaches areas that before were completely natural. Microplastics are a real threat to marine wildlife, trapping them and causing them wounds and even deform their bodies. Microplastics, on the other hand, are mistaken by birds and sea wildlife as food, decreasing their reproductivity and even causing death. Eventually, microplastics enter the human food chain, and this causes a series of problems to humans. Only 1% of the plastic that enters the ocean is now floating. The rest is already in the bottom of the sea. And furthermore, collecting the plastic in the ocean is very challenging, costly, and carbon footprint, a very high carbon footprint. So at SEADS, we wonder ourselves, what if the plastic doesn't even enter the ocean in the first place? The 80% of the plastic that enters the ocean comes from the rivers. And this happens all over the globe. Even in Italy, for example, in the Sarno River, and in your own country, actually. Knowing that the plastic enters the ocean from the rivers is actually a great opportunity for us. It is needed a sustainable, low-cost, and effective solution. And this is why we developed the Blue Barrier, a patent and tailored technology that tackles the plastic in rivers. It collects the plastic in the surface and below the water surface. This is because plastic are transported in the first 50 centimeters of water, and the barriers sink up to 90 centimeters. Our technology can collect up to 100% of the plastic transported by selecting the strategic location in the river. Our barriers do not impact river wildlife or boat navigation, and it resists to very strong currents thanks to a solid structure, a secure system, and a very resistant anchoring. Our modular design allow to optimize the efficiency and make the barriers adaptable to any kind of river. We do not just collect the plastic, but we identify the right technologies for maximizing recycling and creating revenues to cover the cost of the maintenance of the barriers and creating local value. Last year, we installed the 15 meters long of barriers in the Tiber River in the very center of Rome. In just 3 days, we managed to collect 1 cubic meter of mixed plastic, 9 kilograms of meso and microplastic, and also 4 cubic meters of wood. This was just in 3 days, in summer and in dry season. Just imagine what we can collect in 12 months. So last year, we installed our first final product, but also we already completed a long-term installation in Rome in another river. And next year, we will install in the Sarno River, the one you saw before, for a long-term project. We aim in 5 years to reach 30 installations, and at that point we will be able to collect 70,000 tons of plastic per year. We will reduce carbon CO2 emission of 40,000 tons per year. We will create 280 direct and indirect jobs, and will save 7,000 birds and sea mammals every year. Our customers are public administration, but also private companies that sponsor the installations. Considering an average revenue per installation, we forecast in 2023 to reach 600K revenues from the installations and 65K from recurring revenues, maintenance and sponsorship. In 5 years, we forecast to reach 1.4 million of revenues for installations and 370K from recurring revenues. How are we going to reach these objectives? Next year, we are going to complete the 3 installations that are already in the pipeline. And thanks to SIT prize, we will be able to hire an expert in sales to public administration, which is absolutely fundamental to our growth. In 2028, we'll create a partnership with Acceptance, an international big player. In 2025, thanks to this partnership and the company that is present locally, we will enter Chinese and Indian market. And this will allow us to reach our objective. This is our team. I founded the company with Mauro, and now there are 6 of us in love of the ocean and absolutely committed to save it. So we don't have time anymore, and we must act now. And as David Attenborough remarks, I would like to ask you how you will be able to look at the eyes of your grandchildren and say, I knew what was happening to the world, but I did nothing. So vote for us, help us stopping the plastic in river and save the ocean from plastic pollution. Thank you for attention.